This lesson, I got a quick lesson for you guys today that if you're an athlete and you want to audit or you want to improve your day-to-day processes, this is going to be perfect for you, because this is actually inspired by my TikTok friends, my TikTok followers, because you're all looking for a little nugget. You're all looking for a little something. What can you do to improve? What can you do to get better? What is one thing that you can do to improve? And there's all these coaches, there's all these gurus. A lot of them have good intentions. A lot of them have good hearts. And a lot of the advice is what to do, right? But how can you win every single day if you keep adding, if you keep putting new things into the routine, if you keep putting new things, new routines, new habits, new workouts, new exercises, new drills, new everything. If you keep adding, eventually you're going to hit a breaking point. So what is one thing that athletes can do to win every single day? And this is something that I myself see. There's two types of people. There's the people that are very structured. There's the people that are very detail oriented, that are planned, that, you know, if something starts exactly at 12 o'clock, they need to be there exactly at 12 o'clock or early. And obviously it's good to be on time or to be early, but there's another school of thought where people just go with the flow, that people, their sense of time is more relaxed, is more laid back, right? But as athletes, one thing that we really need to do, or we really want to do as an athlete, and I struggle with this every single day, and I have to force myself and I have to discipline myself, but we need to audit our time. So if you want to win every single day, here's a perfect way to put things in perspective. If I waste 10 minutes every single day scrolling through my phone, scrolling through social media, one of my weaknesses is checking my email. I check my email way too much, and I have to audit my time. So literally writing down every single thing that you do in a day, write it down. Write down every single thing, minute to minute. If I waste 10 minutes on my phone every single day, and I do that over the course of a year, that adds up to 60 hours over the course of an entire year. And for an athlete's career, which is very short, right? You only have a select number of years as an athlete to get in that window to play high school, to play in college, to play professionally. So if you want to get the most out of each day, you have to be very, very aware of your time. If I waste 10 minutes every single day for an entire year, that's 60 hours I've wasted. Now, if I switch that around, if I'm an athlete that has audited my time and I eliminated that 10-minute time waster, I eliminated that 10 minutes of waste, all of a sudden I've gained back 60 hours. And what can you do? What can you do with an extra 60 hours in a year? That's a full work week and a half, 1.5 full work weeks. Now we're talking about athletes here, but what can you get done in an extra 60 hours as an athlete? And a lot of us waste more than just 10 minutes. A lot of us waste more than 10 minutes every single day scrolling through this thing because we want that hit of dopamine. We want that little rush that we get from our phones. I'm a victim of it myself. I just told you one of the things I do is I check my email too much. But what if we start to take back our athlete? Methodically, specifically write down minute by minute what you do every single day. And the discipline of simply auditing your time is going to make you aware. It's not all of a sudden going to cure you or make you a better athlete, but it will make you aware of what you're doing with your time. Now, there are specific times. There's specific times throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your month, throughout your year, where it's simply to have fun, to relax, to check social media, to check your email. There are times where you have to allow yourself to let that happen. But if you're doing it while you should be doing something else, just remember, as an athlete, there's always someone out there trying to take your place. There's always someone out there trying to kick your ass. Mark Cuban, the famous owner of the Dallas Mavericks, billionaire, says he wakes up every single morning with the mindset, with the thought that there's a 14 or 15-year-old kid out there trying to kick his ass, that's working around the clock, trying to kick his ass. It's the same thing as an athlete. There's someone that wants your spot. There's someone that is willing not to waste those 10 minutes. So as an athlete, yeah, there's often a lot of good habits that we can put into our big part of what we should be doing with our time is figuring out what we should not be doing, figuring out what should not be on my schedule, figuring out how I can be strategic with those quote unquote time wasters. So you can argue what a time waster is and what a time waster isn't, but be aware, be strategical about where you're wasting. A lot of people don't know the value in spare minutes, in spare time. Just those 60 seconds here, 60 seconds there, 3 minutes here, 4 minutes there throughout your day add up to a lot of time at the end of the week, add up to a lot of time at the end of the month, add up to a lot of time at the end of the year. Now, I, myself specifically, I'm someone that likes to go with the flow, that just kind of, I obviously want to be strategic and get things done, but I have to force myself to be a little bit more disciplined. So, one thing I've talked about before is that the high performance planner, it's a very strategic, it's a very specific planner, and it breaks down every half hour what you're doing, but it also asks you questions in the morning and in the evening. And I'm not promoting the high performance plan or anything, but it's a way to be aware. It's a way to be specific with what you're doing with your time. So athletes, you want to win the day. You want to take back your day, audit your time, and figure out what you need to stop doing. All right, guys. See you on the next video.